Hello everyone. So in this lecture, we will see measures of dispersion. In last lecture, I taught measures of central tendencies. Now measures are dispersions based on measures of central tendency, and these are for comparison of two different things, two or more different things. So we will see today how we will use measures of dispersion and their coefficients and different categories of these. So in last lecture, I taught measures of central tendency. Now we will see measures of dispersion. In measures of dispersion, two categories. First is distance measure and second is average distance measure. So where we will use these measures of central tendency, we will see this first. So just like we have two things. One is an ant and second is an elephant. So normal diet of ant is 1 particle of sugar and normal diet of one elephant is 100 bananas every day. One day the ant diet is now 2 particle of sugars and for elephant this is 120 bananas. So there is increment of 100% in diet of ant, and in diet of elephant there is 20% increment. So we can compare increment in diet of ant and elephant, but as per size we can't compare. So in that situation we will use these statistical measures. These are what? Measures of dispersion. Now there are two things in measures of dispersion. Just like first these red parts and second these green parts. So all these red parts, range, quartile range, standard deviation, mean deviation, all these are considered as absolute measures. These are considered as what? Absolute measures. And all these coefficient considered as relative measure. As relative measure and absolute measure means the difference may be in positive terms and negative terms, but always we will say positive values, absolute values. And relative measures are coefficient, and always these quantities are unitless quantities. This means absolute measures are divided by same type of quantity, then you will get relative measure. Just like you have one quantity of 5 meter and this 5 meter divided by same type of quantity 2 meter, then you will get unitless quantity 2.5 meter. So these are what? These are considered as relative measures. So there are two categories. First is absolute measure and second are relative measure. So this first one, this range, then this quartile range, this standard deviation and variance also, and mean deviation, all these are what? All these are absolute measure. And their coefficient, this coefficient of range, coefficient of quartile range, coefficient of standard deviation and variance, and coefficient of mean deviation, these are comes under relative measure. So this is the classification in measures of dispersion. I hope you like this video, this lecture. So please subscribe my channel and share with others for student welfare. Have a nice day. Thank you.